What's poppin', y'all? Can
I
Lil
don't
Baby
know. Let's see what's story, little baby. My fault. Go ahead, go ahead.
please catch a W soon, man. Ever since Young Thug said whatever Wham
I
says
see the
goes,
title
it sounds
track.
like everything that surrounding Young Thug and Lil Baby has just been on a downtrend, including the success of
I see.
Gunna, which is an indictment on both of those two. The more Gunna succeeds and out succeeds them, the worse that they both look. Unfortunately, even though I respect the fact that they decided to distance themselves from him, as difficult as that was, but from Young Thug's perspective, which is a video we're going to talk about later, I don't know if I can respect it as much as I did before. But this all gets started with two things. You can have the biggest Chanel in the store if you want it. I mean, who rapped that? Yeah, it was Lil Baby. Was it Chanel? I think it was Chanel. I think I'm remembering the bar on off the top of my head. But he was
Yeah,
talking
the
to
biggest
some,
Chanel.
and for those
Yeah, I
that
think
maybe
it's
don't
him.
remember, Yachty and Lil Baby are signed to the same record label, part of the same crew. It is, oh, damn, I forgot the name. It was Coach K and P.
Oh, let me put
QC.
that for you.
QC, I just remember Migos. So Migos was on there as well, although one of the Migos had issues with Lil Baby. I don't know if that's still going on. But Lil Baby gets exposed by some chick named Yawoe Senpai? Yawo Senpai. Some IG, not dustbin. Well, actually, it might be a dustbin considered, but you see this guy texting. So clearly he already has a number. We don't know how. 786, that's a Dade County? Is that Dade County? Let's see if my memory serves me correct. Yes, sir. It's Miami-Dade County number. So he's like, hello. And Yachty comes into this very soon. He says, let me know something. What's wrong? So that's Friday at 4:34 p.m. and then at 11 p.m. And then the next day, I'm guessing, he says, I'm in Orlando. I came to find you. I'm like, dog, what? And then he goes on to say, so you went back home. I get it. On the way to your house. I'm going to show you crazy. Nah, the reason why he's saying this is because this chick is an absolute nutball psycho lunatic. Like, there are TikToks of her. There's a crash out series of her. Like, part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4, part 5, part 6. It's a huge compilation of this chick just spazzing out, breaking stuff, jumping on top of cars. Frankly, if she was a male, she would either be 6 feet under the dirt because someone would have gotten so angry that they just laid her down. And I'm not talking about laying down on her back, which is what she seems to do for money. But also probably just
Damn,
in a
why
cell somewhere because
socks
someone
out is
decided to press
crazy,
charges.
chat. Barefoot, white socks out though.
I'm not talking about laying down on her
Sheesh. Under Armour.
back,
Shout
what
out
she
Under
seems to do for
Armour.
money.
Hey,
But also probably just
not
in a cell
sponsored.
somewhere because someone would have decided to press charges. And then she replies and he says, you must have the... So he's saying, I'm going to show you crazy because she's crazy herself. And probably, like attracts like. She says, you must have the wrong woman. Stop being crazy. You're not in Orlando. And he says, on God, I am. Show me. See, this is where you must have the wrong woman. Stop being crazy. So she's saying stop, but she's saying go. This is dangerous. And then she says, show me. So this is so funny because she said, man, you ain't really about it. You're not the type to pull up. You're not crazy. You kind of say, now he is crazy for talking to this chick in general, but that's what certain people, they need. You know how like people get on testosterone? Some people need some estrogen. They're too testosterone now. They're too horned out. You need to reduce those levels of testosterone, reduce their drive to make sure that they had better decisions. Hey, Lord Varys from Game of Thrones, he wasn't a genius for no reason. That guy ain't have no nuts. So the only thing he could focus on was the bigger plan. He says, I got the right woman. The woman that got me hyped to disappear, dog. I'm getting my hair done. Don't act crazy. Where do I live then? Stop that. So she's with the back and forth.
She's trying to see what's the
like
word,
crazy.
yeah.
Young, like chill. Because ignoring me for weeks is crazy.
Yeah,
I'm 25
well.
minutes from your house. I'm a be in driveway. Shrugging emoji. See, this is the thing, man. This is the thing with rappers. They have egos with everybody else, but they're like, yo, you ignore me for weeks. It's fine. And they're chasing after being ignored by weeks for a chick that's online. Keep in mind, this chick is online bare. You don't even want to Google her. She's online bare. She's getting smashed out. She's getting rained on. And I'm not talking money rained on. I'm talking other types of money shots. And this guy's going crazy for Lil Baby. Meanwhile, people, when it comes down to people showing up on time, showing up to the shows for the fans on time, giving a good performance. I'm not saying Lil Baby doesn't do these things. I don't know. But rappers in general, they got a big ego with all of that. They got big egos with press or media. But with this chick, he can't even tell himself, man, this chick's gonna ignore me. The ego doesn't kick in here. Oh, this chick's gonna ignore me for weeks? Man, screw this chick. She don't know who I am. Which I don't think people should just carry who I am by their status within the rap game or within really anything, because that can't be taken away. He giveth and he taketh. And Lil Baby this year is not Lil Baby a couple of years ago. But anyway, instead the ego kicks in the reverse direction of, yo, I gotta show her what she's missing out on. Like, how could she be denying me? So then they go chasing even harder. And it's just, I don't like crazy at all. I'm a grown-ass woman. Stop that. If you miss me, just say that. Man, this chick is a lunatic, dog. It's almost like people that say peace and love and people that say, oh, I'm about, like raising spiritual vibration. Why do you gotta raise it? What was your baseline before that it needed to be raised? That's what you should be worried about. This chick's a nutcase and will never change. And he says, well, you could have just told me what it was instead of ignoring me. Ignore me mean pull up and find me. Yo, that's dangerous. That's dangerous, Lil Baby. That's very dangerous. No means yes type activity. Now, you're allowed to think that, Lil Baby, but putting that out on text, that's crazy. Of course I miss you.
Chat, don't do this. Alright. Don't ever text the girl. Yo, these exact words. Don't ever do that, bro.
Told me what it was instead of ignore me. Ignore me mean pull up and find me.
Find me.
That's dangerous, Lil Baby. That's very dangerous. No
EDP,
yes type activity.
Lil Baby.
You're allowed to think that, Lil Baby, but putting that out on text, that's crazy. Of
Lil
course I miss
Diddy?
you. I had my hopes all up to see, then no response. So this chick right here, she's just dangling it in front of Lil Baby. Kind of like when you play with the cat and it's trying to catch not the toy, but the stringy thing, and then you just pull it out of its hands right when it's about to catch it and it tries to jump and it's just right away from it, like a second away. Or when it's playing with with the laser. That's what this chick is doing to him, and he's just jumping around like a little kitty cat. And she says, no, it doesn't. Stop cosplaying a crazy man because you think I like that. I like peace and love. Damn, that's gotta hurt. Because at this point, he's just gotta go full on crazy to show her that he's not cosplaying. Because if he backs up, it's just like the kitty cat. But anyway, he says at ATP. We're talking about the energy of the cell. At this point, you can't like peace and love. I think it's at this point. Man, I got to get on top of my Atlanta slang. You can't like peace and love. That's all I've been trying to give you. So explain to me why the sudden cutoff. Maybe I won't come to your house if I got an understanding. Dog, you not coming to the crib regardless. This guy said I'm coming to your house. You didn't come nowhere. So he's just capping. Capping his rap too. Well, it is what it is. We're supposed to believe this guy was doing 10K a day before he hopped in the rap game. Come on, man. I'm going to be honest. I didn't cut you off because I don't F with you. I just felt like it was disrespectful on my end to take it to that point of sharing my body with you. She shares her body with the entire world, by the way. With you when I used to mess with Bo. And with Bo, she talked to Lil Yachty.
I picked the software engineering program because they pay.
Bro. No problem, bro. But nah, I ain't go front. She shares her body with everybody. Gang.
I don't know your relationship with him, and I'm not that type of woman. Imagine, I know at this point, Baby had to be furious. He had to be growling through those teeth. Because Lil Yachty, his inferior in career, and hype and label prioritization for really the majority of both of their careers, and he came into the game after Lil Yachty. He's like, this shit won't give me no box because Yachty got it first. And she's talking about sharing her body, man. Let's get that out of the way. Now, I don't know how Lil Yachty gets. I kind of feel a little bit bad for Yachty when he gets sucked into these situations because Yachty learned young too. You don't see Yachty front and center with any of these chicks. Now it begs the question: is Yachty tricking like the other dudes are on this chick? I don't know. And she's saying I'm not that type of woman. Man, get the hell out.
Not go front. He probably is, but he been in the game since a young jit. You feel me? So when he was young, it was probably cool. But now he knows what's the word. So nah, he knows the shortcuts. You know what I'm saying? But he probably is, bro. What DDG say? It ain't tricking if you got it, gang. So.
Out of here. Or does Yachty strike fear into her? Could be. I don't know. And then he goes, well, I def respect that on all levels, but at this point, it's too effing late for all that. LOL. And Bo, my little brother, no matter what, he your big brother in this situation. It ain't that type situation, though. I've told Bo, I'm on your body, though. Not since we've met, but before I met you. When I seen him with you, I told him, like, that's my dream woman. This is crazy, dog. So, Lil Baby sees Lil Yachty with this chick, and then he tells him, that's my dream woman, when he's with that chick. And then, when Yachty stops messing with her, he goes chasing her. What kind of little brother is this? That's crazy. No honor amongst thieves, right? When it comes to rappers, they are the thieves, I guess, in this scenario. But that's just, I feel like that's levels of disrespect to Yachty that not even this gremlin, and I don't mean gremlin by appearance, not even this gremlin of a soul of a woman is willing to do that. But Baby's like, nice. And then he says, I respect that, but it's too late for all that. So he basically says, I don't care about all that. I'm just trying to get what I want, and it is what it is. This is a grimy person. This is why some of y'all got friends like this. Y'all think like, yo, I'm gonna show my girl to my friend, but they're plotting on you. Keep your girl at home, man. And it's not even anything to do with the woman, because in this case, off rip, and before this, she was dubbing him. She was like, yo, I'm not even answering him until he kept pushing the issue. So even this chick, that's a full-on skeezer. She's pushing Baby away, but he is after it because of the boat situation. That's insane. And then she says, it's not too late. He says, definitely too late. My soul already attached. What is your soul attached to, though? You want to put Boat in a group message so I can confess my love? And she says, no, laughing emoji. This guy's he's a court jester for her.
Confess
like, he got Queen Elizabeth
my
in court
love.
jester. More like Queen Whore Elizabeth. He says, stop doing that.
Nah, we not gonna skip past like he didn't say it. What? Lil Baby, bro. Like, what, bro?
You're funny. We're grown. This is... this is why when people say like, yo, they think rappers are cool, or when Yachty was like, yo, streamers are lame, and then you see this, you're like, dog, really? This is unreal. He says, LOL, I wouldn't do that, but that's how serious I am, though. The level of lust.
We don't even know if it's him, though.
It's a lot of love. It's a lot of lust, not a lot of love. Was that what Lil Sky said? We too grown for you to be cutting me off. Like, come on, we too grown for that. How does that make any sense? It's just, I'm in a space right now where I'm keeping my body to myself. So unless you want a really good friend, there's no point in continuing to speak. And then he goes on to say, I want everything, whatever you come with. I'm confused as to why you coming at me like this, though. Like, I ain't come at you on no sex shit. I'm really trying to get to know you. Man, stop the cap. What is there to know about this chick? I know all there is to know. She's a raging lunatic that's selling box, that's selling her body on the internet. That's somebody that you want to stay far away from unless you like being put in harm's way, both legally and potentially physically and mentally with stress. And he says, like, deeply. We can be friends if that's what I gotta be, but I'm telling you, I'm not trying to be your freaking friend. I'm 2 minutes from your house too, by the way. You don't even know where I live. So she just keeps calling out the cap in his rap. And he says, watch, I hope your people's not there. What people's? It's been 2 minutes, crazy. So she really wanted this dude to pull up to her crib, but you're gonna see it cost him $500,000 for being fake, pump fake. He says, whoever you cut me off for, oh well, if so. And he says, that was my answer to what people. And then the way that this changes up, I think she knew she had a sucker on. She was like, oh, this guy's not actually crazy. Let me see what. If you help me get my dream car, you can have me forever. This is insane. And you know her dream car ain't a Tesla Model 3. Her dream car ain't even a Tesla Model Y. You can just tell by that. For sure. It's not even a Jeep Wrangler. I would be surprised if it was even a Range Rover, which is pushing it on the end. He says, that's like the easiest thing you could have said. Like, come on now, that's easy. What kind of car is that? He just ready. He jumping a trick. He
just went straight
oh my God,
to it.
Funny. He said, I'll cut everybody in the world off. I'll delete it.
He trying to play it cool, like, oh, that's easy, but he wants to know so he can be like, hey, Lil Baby, bro. If this is you, bro, we don't know if it's him, though. You know what I'm saying? Chill, gang. Chill out, Mud. You good, Mud? Come on, gang.
Instagram. She not deleting Instagram. You
Just
could buy
pull
her.
up,
You could buy her an
just
island.
listen. Just pull up on a shorty that knows all your songs, bro. I'm pretty sure there's some baddies that knows your songs, gang. You know what I'm saying? Just do your thing, bro. Y'all here running after like OnlyFans models and IG models, gang. Like, look, she even tagged you. Like, that's crazy.
And
Like,
she's still gonna want Instagram.
OnlyFans,
Somebody like that, man. And this is like when chicks get on the internet and they're like, yo, these guys, they just want the thoughts. They claim and they want. Are they wrong? They are wrong for a certain subsection. But a lot of these guys, they just rappers, whatever, athletes, they want to tame a hoe. They're like, yo, I'm gonna turn her around, which is bizarre. But hey, man, go on. And he says, and I mean forever. You know exactly what to say, huh? And he says, Rolls-Royce Cullinan 2025, and it can't be a striker, or Porsche GTRS 3 2025 in pink. I think I mentioned that car. I didn't even know what the actual name was, the second one, in a previous video, maybe like last week or something. This is insane. Rolls-Royce Cullinan is like at least $500K. And then she said, I had to look up what a striker was, which is a car that's been stolen.
Stolen, yeah.
Summer and hello to say.
He said, not a stolen car, by the way. Here's a stolen car, gang. I ain't go front. A striker, 500K? Nah. You got a good striker, gang.
This is $500,000. She basically saying $500,000 and you get this box. That's insane. And this is why she had to work up to it. She can't just say $500,000 for the box. Lil Baby's like, hell nah. She sold Lil Baby the dream. After first finding out that he wasn't really a crazy dude that was gonna pull up to her crib, she probably would have just gotten with him off the strength at that point. And he says, see, you've been dealing with some real BS. Striker. Like, I ain't gonna lie, that's an insult. So he's like, you think I would just get a car, steal a car, so I wouldn't have to pay you anything? Nah, I'm a real trick. I'm really gonna spend the money. And then she says, my ex was a scammer. I've been with him for a few years. I definitely was used to BS. If BS is getting a car that you get to drive for free while some other dude takes all the risk, then BS, I guess.
Sure.
He's like, yeah, see, I don't know nothing about that life at all.
Yes.
He just jumps out. He's like, yo, I ain't got nothing to do with scamming. You already know they investigating 4PF. And I love that you smart. You went highest cars in the market. Oh my goodness. It's like he's excited to trick. He's like, man, she really know how to get it out of me. It's just that Porsche is a better investment though. Man, what is this chick talking about investments? I'm usually a pink slip type guy, but you picked the big-ish. I'm gonna have to get you a little note. He said, I'm gonna have to get you a little note, but definitely obtainable today. Damn. He's not messing around. It's just, I'm going to be honest, I can pay the monthly.
Lil Baby, bro. Is this you, bro? Like, between me and you, gang. Is this you, bro? Today, bro? Bro, I'm pretty sure you can bust around the corner in your Maybach, gang. Some tutti gonna pop out right there. You say, yo, you know Lil Baby? Of course, they gonna see you by the teeth, gang. They know you, man. They know you. And you could bang some baddies. Like, gang, chill, bro. This is crazy, bro. I hope this is not your number, gang. They already leaking it, though. That's crazy.
Monthly payment too. I just can't put a down payment on nothing right now. What's a down payment on that? Is it 20%? I don't even know. I've never had a car note. Frankly, I don't even have a car right now.
Though.
I had a car before. So let's get out the way. Let's get that out the way. But yeah, I've never had a car note. It's just I was going to get one of those eventually. Just had to shake some more. Yeah, you're doing it right now. And then he puts a thumbs down. And this is the thing. He's talking about, he's thumbs downing her wanting to shake behind for it, earn it in her realm. But the way that he discovered her was her shaking behind. So the way that you found her is what you want her to stop doing. Like, Lil Baby, make this make sense. I don't get it. And her not being able to put down a down payment on this means that she's really not popping it like that on OF, which is crazy. He says, see, we getting somewhere. I got the down payment part. He's like, oof, I don't have to keep up with that note. And he says, I don't want nobody seeing you. It's too late. We've all seen it. Shaking your ad. Just shake it for me. Okay, well, then you have to pay the car off. Yo, this level of negotiation is so funny. I can do that for real. So it goes from monthly payment. I can make the monthly payment, but I need you to do the deposit, and then the down payment. I can make the monthly one. You just need to do the down payment to, well, you got to pay the car off if you want me shaking my behind and nobody seeing me. Yo, she's gonna get tired of this car in like 2 weeks. I think cars are the most overrated thing ever. How much time do you really spend in it? Well, if you're
it's not overrated. Chill,
that's
bro.
Easy, mama. But damn,
Chill.
you must hear this about me. Like, you hear I'm a trick or
car
something?
is
No.
crazy.
Nobody's ever heard that. Lil Baby, I know you're a trick. And I've never interacted with you or anybody that knows you. Everybody knows that you're a trick. So imagine the chicks that's actually into rappers that's tricking on them. They all know what you about. And he's like, how you even get to that? No, I just know you can make things possible that a normal person can't. See, this is devious. This type of individual actually terrifies me. Because not only does she got all that experience, or maturity, as some would call it, although it's not maturity considering she's an absolute lunatic.
She knows what she's doing,
and other people's stuff. But she knows what to say to get this out of trick.
She
She's
knows
like,
what she's
not a
doing,
trick.
bro.
I just know that you can make things possible that a normal person can't. Like, you and this, oh man, does this
she knows what to
that
say.
Type of individual's ego. Like, he's not thinking, oh, she thinks she's smart. He's thinking like, yeah, she right. I ain't normal. I'm him. Yeah, you are him.
Facts.
I actually haven't heard anything about you. I don't ask. He's like, okay, I'll take that. Get you a sitter. And she says, for when? Tonight. And he's talking about a babysitter because this shit got a kid too. The gift that keeps on giving. And then she says, okay, where you at? He says, Miami. And she sends him a photo. And he's like, doll face. And I'm guessing he I don't know, is this chick driving? Or maybe he scammed her and that's why she posted these texts. But funny enough, this chick goes on to say, pleased to announce that I have finally finished writing the first chapter of my nonfiction book called The Crash Out. Would you read it? No, nobody's reading a single thing that you've got unless she's writing it on those cheeks. That's the only way you're going to get somebody like Lil Baby to read it as well. Also, if anybody's any knowledge in writing books, please DM me. Looking for a co-author. Man.
Even if it's for the Free Skis gang, I ain't reading it. Word.
Lil Baby gets... Lil Baby tries to hunt after
Let
Lil
alone
Lowe's.
paying.
Do we want to use the word property? I don't think so. We won't use that word. Just for the 2 chicks that watch this channel. After somebody that Lil Yachty was involved with, who I'm willing to bet, Lil Yachty, this would break my heart if this was true. Lil Yachty, I'm willing to bet that you didn't drop $500K for this chick. So you got this guy dropping $500K, embarrassing, and that just is what it is. It looks like. So he goes after his Lil Bro's piece, and then this is where we get to. Man, this is disgusting. Actually, like Lil Baby, what is this, man? This level of tricking. How much regret do you think came after this? Because for her to expose this,
a lot, bro. I ain't gonna front, a lot, bro. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this, bro. This is crazy, but a lot of regrets. Definitely, bro. Definitely.